आज आपण इनपुट आणि आउटपुट याच्याविषयीचे प्रश्न आपण आज बघणार आहेत. तर आता इनपुट आणि आउटपुट याचे क्वेश्चन आपण MCQचे क्वेश्चन बघूया. व्हॉट इज द डुप्लिस प्रिंटिंग अँड व्हाय इट इज कन्सिडर बेनिफिशियल फॉर द एन्व्हायरमेंट. म्हणजे एन्व्हायरमेंटच्या दृष्टिकोनातनं आपल्याला कुठलं प्रिंटिंग जास्त आपल्याला फायदेशीर ठरणार आहे. तर प्रिंटिंग ऑन बोथ साईड ऑन द पेपर इट रिड्यूस द पेपर वेस्ट. ओके. Which of the following scenarios best illustration the use of voice recognition system in professional fields. म्हणजे याचा वापर व्हॉइस रेकॉर्डिंग सिस्टीमचा वापर हा आपण कुठं करतो. अ लॉयर रेकॉर्डिंग सेव्हरल आवर्स ऑफ इन केस नोट्स युजिंग अ पोर्टेबल व्हॉइस रेकॉर्डेड अँड लॅटर एडिटिंग देम ऑन द कॉम्प्युटर. Which of the following input devices is the most crucial for the text entry in the word processor. त्याला म्हटलं आपण कीबोर्ड. Which character and mark recognition devices is used for by banks to read the unusual numbers. त्याला म्हणतो आपण magnetic in character recognitions. Analyze the functionalities of the traditional keyboards and identify the correct statement about the special keys. स्पेशल कीजमध्ये आपण काय करतो इथनं विंडोज कीचा आपण इथनं वापर केला जातो. Which of the following technologies to do 3D scanner used to record the shape of an object. त्याला म्हणतो आपण लेझरचा आपण इथनं वापर केला जातो. Analyze the role of styles in the conjunction with handwriting recognition software. Which of the following the best describe its functionality. याला आपण म्हणतो a stylus is used to draw the images using the pressure and the handwriting recognition software translate the drawing into the digital text. याचं उत्तर आपलं हे असणार आहे. Which of the following best describe how input devices function. इनपुट डिव्हाइसेस काय करतं तर इनपुट डिव्हाइसेस कन्वर्ट युजर ॲक्शन इन टू फॉर्म दॅट द कॉम्प्युटर सिस्टीम कॅन बी प्रोसेस. Analyze how the reading tax contributes to inventory management in retailing setting. Choose the most accurate statement. तर आपण टॅगचा वापर काय करतो. रिपीट टॅग प्रोव्हाइड्स रिअल टाइम डेटा ऑन प्रोडक्ट लोकेशन अँड द क्वांटिटी. How does the resolution of monitor affects the images clarity? Higher resolution produce clear images due to the more pixels. Analyze the shift in monitor accept ratio. Determine why a 16:9 accept ratio is the more common in fewer monitor compared to the older 4.3. 16:9 accept ratio is more suitable for the wide screen. Which devices read the pre-printed characters in the lighthouse and convert them into the machine readable. त्याला म्हणलं आपण ऑप्टिकल मार्क रेकग्नायझेशन्स. ऑप्टिकल कॅरेक्टर रेकग्नायझेशन. Which feature of printer directly affect the clarity of the printer images? Resolutions. Why do most users prefer to use blank ink for the letters? तर blank ink कशी आहे cheaper आहे than color ink. How does the memory within the printer affects the performance? It increases the speed of printing the large document. What is the impact of dot pitch of a monitor is the clarity. The lower the dot pitch. Which compartment is specifically designed to enhance security by storing encrypted data, making it nearly impossible for criminal for the fork a duplicate card. त्याला काय म्हणतो आपण मायक्रोचिप्स. Dot matrix printers make the irritative noise. True. The distance between each pixel is known as dot pitch. The primary function of a monitor is to display the information to the user. True. Printers can connect it to computer for producing output paper on a paper. True. Two categories of laser printers are. दोन कॅटेगरी आपल्याला असतात, पर्सनल आणि शेअर लेजर प्रिंटर. Thermal printers use the heat elements to produce images or the heat sensitive paper and used to at the ATMs and the petrol pumps. True. Which of these printer could be an architecture be most likely to use the print large plan plotter? Resolution for a printer is measure the clarity of images to be measured in the dot per inches. True. The higher the better quality of images produce. DPI. Memory within the printer is used to store the printing instruction documents waited to be printed. True. MFDs are used to capture as well as play back the record sounds. False. That combine the capabilities of scanner, printer, fax and copy machine. Multifunctional devices. Multifunctional devices combine the capabilities of scanner, printer, fax and copy machine. True. 4 ways to connect the computer to projected shown below in the alphabetically order which is made up. त्याला काय म्हणलं XPA. Printer can be connected to a computer for producing output on a paper. True. Output devices are any hardware used to provide or to create the output. True. Touch screen and the touch surface are the same things. False. The keys 0 9 on the keyboard are called as the function key. Sorry, number keys. Function key आपल्या F1 to F12, न्यूमेरिक की आपल्या 0 to 9 आणि टायपरायटर की म्हणजे A to Z आणि स्पेशल कॅरेक्टर म्हणजे $#$%. The keys labeled 0 to 9 on the keyboard are called as numeric key. The keyboard key lies caps lock key that turn on and feature. It is called as the toggle keys. CDR WPAR, CD rewritable. Which of these is not the input devices? Input devices कुठला नाही? Monitor. The earliest way to access any part of the screen in the Windows operating system is called as the mouse. Output and imaging on the monitor screen, it is called as the hard copy. False. मॉनिटर जी कॉपी असती तिला आपण सॉफ्ट कॉपी म्हणतो. Which of the following devices is not from pointing the type of devices? Keyboard. Touch surface is the pointing devices. True. That devices translate that people understand into form the computer can be processed. Input. Headphone is typically output devices. True. Optical character recognition devices and optical mark recognition devices are the two names of the same devices. False. Output and imaging on the monitor screen, it is called as a soft copy. True. The scanner which is used to translate real pictures and documents into computer generated file. True. A light dash is the light sensitive pen like devices. Light pen. Dash any data or the data instruction that is used by the computer. Input. A keyboard key is like caps lock key, the turn feature, it is called as the toggle keys. Function keys provide a shortcut for the specific task. True. Hardware used to translate the word, sound, images, action that people can into a form the system unit can process is known as the input devices. The keyboard key that label F1 and F2 it is called the toggle keys. False. F1 F2 ला आपण function keys असं म्हणतो. Which of the following keys is known as the toggle keys? कुठल्या कीचं कार्य ऑन आणि ऑफ होतं त्याला म्हणतो आपण कॅप्स लॉक की आणि नम लॉक की. याचं उत्तर आहे नम लॉक की. Refer the images shown on the screen of the following statement given in images is the true. A photographic scanner that reads the barcodes for processing. याचा वापर आपण बारकोड करता आपण इथनं केला जातो. The keyboard that have the arrows keys on them it is called as the navigation keys. The keyboard called the caps lock key turn on it is called as the toggle keys. That key is used to enter the blank space between the two characters. त्याला म्हणतो आपण स्पेस बार. The mouse, joystick, touchscreen, stylus are the all types of devices. त्याला म्हटलं आपण pointing devices. The output and images on the monitor screen is often called as the soft copy. True. A joystick is the pen-like devices commonly used in the tablet, PC and PDS. False. The most frequently used the output devices is the monitor. You cannot scan images or picture using the flat-based scanner. False. Flatbed and portable are the two types of optical scanner. Card readers and barcode readers are the types of scanner. Magnetic card readers does not require the card to actually make contact with the reader. False. OMR, OCR, MCR are the all types of the character and mark recognition devices that record the image digitally on a disk or its memory. Digital camera. That are the specialized digital video cameras that capture the images. Webcam. A device is such as the digital camera on digital video camera that creates and captures the original images is known as the imaging capture devices. Character and mark recognition devices scanner that are able to recognize special character and marks. True. Supermarkets use the barcode readers to scan codes printing on the containers. याचं उत्तर आहे barcode. The most widely used audio input devices is the microphone. The series of dots that form the images on monitor are called as the pixels. CD-ROM stands for compact disc read-only memory. दिस टाईप ऑफ माऊस एनिमेंट्स अँड सेन्स लाईट्स टू डिटेक्ट अ माऊस मुवमेंट. त्याला काय म्हणलं आपण? ऑप्टिकल माऊस. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग डिव्हाइसेस इज नॉट फ्रॉम द पॉइंटिंग टाईप ऑफ डिव्हाइसेस. कुठलं नाही आहे? त्याचं उत्तर आहे कीबोर्ड. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट द टाईप ऑफ द प्रिंटर. Keys such as control key that perform an action which held down in combination with the other keys, it is called as the combination keys. The function keys on the keyboard on the computer that are the keyboard for the shortcut for specific task. Plotters are used to produce the special purpose graphics. True. OCR used to translate the printer text into machine readable code. True. Smallest units on the screen that can be turned on and off made the different shades on individual dots that form images on a computer is known as pixel. जे dots असतात त्याला आपण pixel असं म्हणतो. Which of the following devices is used to play the fast on the computer games? Joystick. Monitor screen allow actions and commands to be entered by touch fingers is known as touch screen. Which of the following key is not the toggle keys? Control. The key that are labeled F1, F2 is known as function keys. Which of these is not the input devices? Monitor. Optical character recognition devices and optical mark recognition devices are the two names in the same devices. False. Grocery store use the barcode scanner to read UPC on the products. True. Plotters are used to produce special purpose graphics. True. The easiest way to access the any part of the screen Windows operating system is known as mouse. Using the mouse. Refer the images on the screen. The output and images in given is called as the soft copy. True. Output and images through a printer is often called as the hard copy. True. Which of the following devices is used to play the fast computer games? Joystick. The mouse pointer seen on the desktop, it is called as arrow pointer. Instead of function key, which key is used to create the शॉर्टकट? शॉर्टकट की करण्याकरता आपण कशाचा वापर करतो? कॉम्बिनेशन कीचा वापर केला जातो. जॉयस्टिक इज व्हेरी युजफुल प्लेइंग द स्पीड गेम्स. ट्रू. अ डिव्हाइस that is typically rolls on the desktop, direct the cursor on the display the screen is known as mouse. Headphone is a typically output devices. True. The most important characters of monitor is the clarity. Refer the images. The output and images given is called as the hard copy. True. हा आपला प्रिंटर आहे. प्रिंटरकडनं जी कॉपी येते त्याला आपण हार्ड कॉपी म्हणतो. मॉनिटरवरती जी कॉपी दिसते त्याला आपण सॉफ्ट कॉपी म्हणतो. म्हणून याचं उत्तर आहे ट्रू. What part of computer used to copy the picture from the computer to paper? काय म्हणलं आपण त्याला? प्रिंटर. Which part of the computer is used to type an information into computer? Keyboard. Which of the following part of the computer is known as the brain of the computer? ह्याच्यापैकी काही नाही आहे. None of these. Which of the following part of the shows information from the computer? None of these. A photoelectric scanner that reads barcodes for processing is known as barcoder reader. Primary function of a common keyboard in a computer is to play the music like piano. False. The keyboard that F1 called as the function keys. True. 2020 rule is used for eye strain. What lights are present on a webcam that help with the low light environment? LED light. You want to record your voice for your marketing presentation. Referring to the above the scanner, identify the devices you will be using. आपण मायक्रोफोनचा आपण वापर केला जातो. रेफर द इमेजेस शोन द नेम ऑफ द गिवन. हे जे इमेजेस आहे याला आपण काय म्हणतो? कीबोर्ड. Refer the images shown on the screen. You can easily access any part of the screen in the Windows operating system. False. हा आपला प्रिंटर आहे, स्कॅनर आहे. Refer the images shown. You can easily access any part of the screen Windows operating system. माऊसचा आपण वापर करतो म्हणून याचं उत्तर आहे ट्रू. A combination of different devices into one unit is known as multifunctional devices. Which of these is not the output devices? Output devices has कुठला नाही आहे? Joystick. What happens when the lid of the scanner is not closed properly while scanning a photograph? The scanner photo will be कसा येईल? व्हाईट आणि ब्लर मध्ये येईल. The keys labeled 0 to 9 on the keyboard called as the numeric key. That the measurement is used to determine a printer resolutions. DPI. Speakers and headphones are the most common types of audio output devices. True. A stylus is a pen-like device commonly used with the tablets and smartphones. True. An optical scanner accepts documents considering text and or images and convert them into the machine readable form. True. Character and mark recognition devices are the scanner that are able to recognize the special characters and marks. True. Voice recognition system accept the voice commands to control the computer operation and to create the document. True. Monitor features include resolution, dot pitch, refresh rate and size. True. Inkjet, laser and thermal printer are the known as printers. A pen-like devices commonly used with the tablet, PC and PDA. Stylus. The headphone is typically output devices. True. Following are the types of printer except automatic. When you plug the headphone to listen the audio on your computer. हे चित्र बघायची आणि इथं आपल्याला बघायचे दिसते. याचं उत्तर आहे आपलं सेकंड. What is the use looks at computer? The user see the following as given the images. What is the describing? आता हे जे आहे आपण कुठला प्रोसेसर वापरतो आहे त्या प्रोसेसरची इथनं संपूर्णपणे माहिती आहे म्हणून काय म्हणलं आपण? द प्रोसेसर. Which key on the keyboard you press after entering the password? आपण एंटर कीचा वापर केला जातो. Refer the images. हे जे इमेजेस आहे हे आपण कॉम्प्युटर गेम करता वापरतो, ह्याला म्हणतो आपण जॉयस्टिक. रेफर द इमेजेस, बरोबर आहे. कीबोर्ड करता आपण वापरणार आहे. हे काय म्हणलं, टू स्टार्ट मेनू, ट्रू. विच यू डिव्हाइस यूज टू लिसन द साऊंड अँड म्युझिक ऑन युअर कॉम्प्युटर. हे आपण हेडफोनचा इथनं वापर करून म्युझिक वगैरे आपण ऐकू शकतो. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इमेजेस हायलाइट द फंक्शन कीज. फंक्शन की हायलाइट्स कुठे केलेले आहेत त्या इथनं बघता येईल, दिसते ना. F1 to F12 याला आपण काय म्हणलं, आपण फंक्शन कीज. विच ऑफ द पॉइंटिंग डिव्हाइसेस, पॉइंटिंग डिव्हाइसेस कुठलं आपलं आहे, माऊस. विच ऑफ द हायलाइट द ऑप्शन विल हेल्प यू ॲडजस्ट द व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ युअर सिस्टीम. आपल्याला आवाज कुठनं करायचा, आवाज हा नेहमी कुठं असतो, या साईडला असतो, दिसते. चित्रामध्ये आपण आवाज चेक करायचा, दिसते. ह्याचं उत्तर काय आपलं येत नाही, सेकंड. काय हां आवाज आहे, हां इथं आवाज आहे आपला फर्स्ट येईल. हे जे बटन आहे हे कशा करता आहे, डिस्प्ले द स्टार्ट मेनू. आणि हे जे आहे आपल्याला टू प्रिंट द डॉक्युमेंट्स, ह्याचं उत्तर आहे फॉल्स. अशा प्रकारे आपण आता इनपुट आणि आउटपुट डिव्हाइसेसचे MCQ क्वेश्चन्स आपण आत्ता बघितलेले आहेत. ही व्हिडिओ जर आपल्याला आवडली असेल तर आपण ह्या व्हिडिओला लाईक करा. माझ्या यूट्यूब चॅनलचं नाव आहे निश कॉम्प्युटर वाकडेवाडी. माझं नाव आहे प्रशांत वाळू टेंबरे, निश कॉम्प्युटर. माझा मोबाईल नंबर आहे 9527903029. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.